A very good evening everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. Now this is the episode you have all been waiting for, and definitely one I have been waiting for a very long time, because in this episode, using this little green space over here, I'm thinking about building a roller coaster. Now like I said, I was definitely going to be building a roller coaster in the last video as an announcement, and yes, I'm definitely going to be building one in this video. Now before we do that, let's actually recap on what we actually did last time. Now what we did was we actually built 3 different classic rides. So we've got a little balloons ride over here, we've then got a carousel over here, and then a classic chair swing ride over here as well. But it is now time to build one of the park's most popular rides, which is going to be a little family coaster, which I am planning to build. So what we'll do is we will then go straight onto the coasters and then choose which one we are going to be building. Okay then, so here we have our coasters. Now like I said, I actually changed the different categories. Like I said, there's more coasters than this, but what I actually decided to do was to choose a different category. So for this instance, we have actually got family as the category that I have chosen. And here we've got 5 different coasters to choose from. You've got like a dragon, you've got like a runaway train, a spinning mouse, you've got another sort of spinning coaster, and another little, I don't know what that is, it looks like a whale, I don't know, whale or monster coaster, whatever it is. And I'm thinking about building a runaway train themed coaster, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to click on this one here, so like a little mine train coaster to fit well with the classic theme that I'm actually going for. Now you can already see now that the station has now already been built, and like I said, at the minute I don't like the way that the station is positioned. So what we're going to do is I'm going to press the X button on the keyboard, and I am going to then select rotate. Rotate will allow me to rotate. Yeah, here we go. So we've got like a little circle over here, so you can decide which way you want the station to go. So if you want to go towards the left or towards the right, I'll tell you what, we'll have it towards the right, and we'll just move it a little bit further, just around about, yeah, we'll move it just about here. So that is where our coaster is going to be. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to get building on this fantastic little family coaster. Okay then, so you can actually see that once I actually place the coaster in, you can actually see there's actually a whole load of different options to choose from. So over here we've got like some tracks, we've got lift hills and brakes as well for the trains, and we are actually going to start to make a lift hill, I think. So I think what we're going to do, like I said, once I've actually finished this coaster, I will then test it to make sure it's working properly. If not, I'll then not show you the clips. I'll actually then go back and redo some of the track to make sure it is actually working properly. So I'll just give you a little bit of a preview of what the train looks like. Oops, wrong way. So you've just got like a really nice little mine train. Like I said, the texture quality is not that good because I set it to low, because it will allow the game to actually work properly, and I actually like having it like that, so it actually helps to have the controls a bit. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start off with a lift hill, because I actually want the train to go straight into the speed. So what we're going to do is this option here allows you to make the track a bit longer, so you can make it longer, or you can even shorten it as well if you wanted to. We'll just make it a bit longer, so something like that, and we're going to press enter to confirm the changes. And then what we're going to do, this little up and down arrow is to actually move of how you want the lift hill to look. So we actually want the lift hill to be something like this, just to look, just going up a little bit, and then we want it to go up around about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Probably go about probably a 7. Yeah, so probably like a nice little family coaster. You know, we want to, you know, the higher the lift hill, the more speed your coaster will build up once it actually reaches the top. So we'll just lower the lift hill a bit, because that is when the train is then going to get released, and then we are going to create our very first drop for this coaster. So we'll then just, and then we'll then just go down like this. Right, so here we've got a basic track now. So I'm thinking about, so you've got a whole load of different options to choose from. Like I said, this option we've covered before, you know, just to make the track longer or shorter. This option, like I said, same with the lift hill, up and down. And this option, if you want to move it to the left, you can actually make curved drops, so it actually smoothens the train and the actual ride experience itself. So that's what I'm actually going to do. And then this little arrows going from one side to the other, like half a circle or near full circle, that is actually allowing the track to bank, so it actually then creates a even more smoother experience to the coaster itself. So what we'll do is we'll create a really nice curved drop, so you can see something like this that I'm actually doing. We'll just make it go down a couple of times. We'll just wait till it gets to the bottom. So we'll have something like this. Oops, that's too far. Tell you what, we'll leave it there, and we will then start to bank the coaster. There we go, so we'll bank it up like that. We'll just change the camera angle so you can see where we're going. Like I said, we've got a little bit of space we can do. Like I said, I will be testing this coaster out to make sure that it's actually working in good condition. So if, for example, if it does fail, then there is something wrong. That means I'm going to have to go back and change the actual coaster again. So that looks like, don't know, we'll go back. So we were going to bank it around like that, yeah. And then we'll just make the track a bit longer. Something like that. And then we'll just, then we'll make it go the other way. Oh, okay, so we just point it down, just got to get it back onto normal side, normal, that's it. Then we're going to do something like this. And we were then going to, yeah, I think we'll add a few lift hills, we might have a few drops. Just make the track a bit shorter. Like I said, we've got plenty of space we can use. I don't think we'll get, no, train won't get, the train will be impossible to get through there. Tell you what, this is where the actual train is then going to slow down, so if we just tilt it back up to the right position, we'll then have some brakes or add some frictional wheels so that the train can be able to go around slowly back to the station. And like I said, I will be doing some theming to this coaster later on. Like I said, just for now, I'm just giving it, I'm going to give it a quick test run to make sure that everything is working correctly. Like I said, if it doesn't, then I'll quickly go back and make a few changes to the ride so it actually does so it does become more safe. So like I said, we won't be able to do that, so we'll just make it go this way a bit. I think the track might be a bit too low, but I'm not pretty sure. Oh no, yep, that's fine. We've actually managed to do a roller coaster. So here we are then. So we have decided to make a runaway train themed roller coaster, and you can actually see that the roller coaster has now been built completely. But the question is, will this roller coaster be able to get right around the whole track? But you know, I'm going to give it a quick test to make sure it's working correctly. If not, then I will go back and make some changes, and I will quickly take you on for a on-ride P.O.V. So if we go on to test, which is the little orange light over here, the amber light, we can then test this ride out. So here we're at the station. We're then going to go up the first lift hill. I got a little bit of feeling it might not pass the test, but like I said, I will go back and make a few changes if it does happen in this case. But it looks like the train's going up a really nice lift hill to make sure that we get enough speed. Like I said, it has got a few more cars added on, so like I said, I can change the carriages, the number of carriages on the train as well, to make sure that it does get around the track successfully without having too many carriages or anything else like that. So you can see we're now going down the drop. We're now going into the curved bank. It's going up the hill. Oh, it's looking quite good so far to me. Oh, down the hill, around the banks, and it looks like the test has been successful. Yep, there we go, because the train's now making its way into the station. Yep, that is brilliant. That is a really good little coaster that I've actually built there. Okay then, so I'll just give you a little bit of an outside shot of what the coaster actually looks like. So you can see here it's going up the hill really nicely, and you can see here it does go quite fast the whole way around the track, which is really, really thrilling because it's a little family coaster, and I actually wanted to make sure that that it's very thrilling and suitable for many families. So you can see here that the coaster is now going down the first drop, and then it's going to go around the banks. And like I said, I will be coming back to do some theming of the coasters. Like I said, this is only early days at the moment because the theme park is not open as yet, because I haven't got all the rides, I haven't got all the shops, all the attractions or anything else like that as yet, because I'm still busy building this incredible theme park. So yeah, that is mainly all I've got time for this episode, and like I said, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, we managed to build a successful roller coaster, which will be getting a brand new theme for our classic area we have been building so far. And then tomorrow we're actually then going to be starting work on a brand new dark ride for my theme park. So until then, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next Branthwaite Productions video. Bye for now.